Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alia Rumini Larasati with my ID number is 4192111004. I am from Mathematics Education Study Program 2019. In this video, I will continue the discussion from the previous video. I will explain what I know in the chapter 10, namely about Indian mathematics development. Indian mathematics, or also known as Hindu mathematics, emerged in 26th century BC and end in 15th century AD. Indian mathematics developed after China's mathematics and end just before the advantages of medieval Euro mathematics. Indian mathematics began with the emergence of a civilization located in the Indus River basin. This civilization is known as the Indus Valley Civilization. The city they live in were arranged geometrically. India already has a great knowledge of mathematics. The number zero was invented by the ancient Indians. Likewise, the decimal system. Hindu mathematics or Indian mathematics is known as the Sulwa Sutra or Court of First. This relates to the construction of altars for worship and sacrificial ceremonies. The formula of the Sulwa Sutra is empirical. In fact, this is said that the Sulwa Sutra may have been the influence behind the later development of Greek geometry. Everything that comes from India mathematics, the number zero stands out the most. Then was born Vedanta mathematics that developed in India since the Iron Age. Around the 9th century BC, a mathematician named Satapatha Brahmin began to discover the approximation of the value of, and then between the 8th and 5th century BC, the Sulba Sutra gave geometrical writings using rational numbers, prime numbers, the rule of three and roots, cubic, namely by calculating the square root of 2 to the part of 100,000, providing method of construction, circle, and calculating their area using a square arrangement, solving linear and quadratic equation, and developing Pythagorean triples algebraically, and providing numerical statements and proofs for the Pythagorean theorem. In the year 550, the Hindus discovered the number zero and wrote the layout system for numbers. The Indian numeral or Agam Hindia begins with an empty space for the number zero. This is evident from the position written in the Bible of the Indians. Indians mathematics have long discovered the number zero, but there is no symbol for it. Then Aryabhata called the number zero with the word Kha. Aryabhata has included zero in the calculation system, not just an empty space. The concept of zero using an empty space in a tabular arrangement has been known and used in India from the 6th century. The oldest known manuscript using zero is a Jain work from India entitled Loka Vibhaga. The definitive use of the zero symbol by the Indians was on the Gwalior stone tablet in 876. The document was printed on a copper plate with a small O inscribed on it. The Encyclopedia Britannica says Hindu literature proves that the number zero may have been known before the birth of Christ, but no record is found with such a symbol ahead of the 9th century. The brilliant idea of Indian mathematicians were further studied by Muslim and Arab mathematicians. This happened in the early stage when the mathematician Al-Khwarizmi studied the Hindu calculation system which described the place value system of numbers involving the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Al-Khwarizmi was the first to introduction the use of 0 as a place value in the base 10. Okay, the next one is about Indian number system. After researching the Indian numbering is only based on 10. As opposed to the Babylonian based 60 system, and the symbol took on the close form that is now used in the 15th century euro. The Indian numeral system is often referred to in the West as the Hindu-Arabic system or simply Arabic numerals because it reached Europe via the Arabs. Meanwhile, today's modern numerals derived from symbols used by Indian Hindu mathematicians around 200 BC, were later developed by the Arabs. Compared to all the numbers 1 to 9, the number 0 is the most recent number that appears. There are several figures found in India. The first one is Brahman numbers or Brahmi numbers. Brahmi numbers date back to the 1st century BC and are still in use today. Brahmi comes from the numeral system of the first alphabet, as does Panini. Here are examples of Brahmi 1, 2, 3. There are separate Brahmi symbols for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but there are also symbols for 10, 100, 1000, as well as 20, 30, 40, etc. until 90 and 200, 300, and etc. Here is an example of one of the style of the Brahmi numerals. The second one is Gupta numbers. The Gupta period was during the Gupta dynasty rule all the way to Maghda in northeast India starting from the early 4th century AD to 6th century AD. The Gupta numerals were constructed from the Brahmi numerals which were widely distributed by the Gupta kingdoms. Here is the Gupta numbers. Number 3. Nagari number. Nagari numbers are often referred to by Al-Biruni as most numbers because many were sent into the Arab world. Nagari numbers are often also called Devanagari numbers. Indian numbers spread to parts of the world between the 7th and 6th century AD and have spread to Europe by the end of the 5th century AD. Here is the Nagari number. Okay, after that we will discuss India number system. An important feature in this system is that we can write numbers for any number, both large and small, and only use 10 symbol. The word digit means finger or tooth. Since only 10 symbols are used, the Hindu-Arabic numerical system is also known as the Taita numeral system. Another principle in this numeric system is collection of tens, where 10 is replaced by 110 and 1010 is replaced by 100. 110 is replaced by 1000 and so on. 0 has two functions that are equal important but different in several ways. The first function is an empty space identifying in the numeric system our position value. Around 650 m, the use of 0 as a number has entered Indian mathematics. The Indians also use a place value system and 0 to denote an empty place. There is even evidence of fence page beavers in number position from the early 200 AD in India, But some historians deny this because they are considered non-authentic. Around the year 500 AD, Aryabhata devised a number system that did not yet have a zero. He used the word ka for the position and then used it to denote an empty place in the writing system. It's quite interesting when the same document sometimes use a dot to denote the unknown, which we usually use x. Later Indian mathematics validate the zero in the position of a number, but there was no symbol to represent it. Brahmagupta tried to give rules to arithmetic involving zero and negative numbers in the 17th century. He explained that it determines the number, and if you subtract it yourself, then you get zero. He provided additional rules relating to zero as follows. The sum of 0 and a negative number is a negative. The sum of a positive number and 0 is positive. The sum of 0 and 0 is a 0. There are several Indian mathematical figures. The first one, Panini. The two one is Pingala, Surya Siddhartha, Aryabhata, Brahmagupta, Midhavan, Mahavira, Bhaskara, and Srinivasa Ramanujan. The last, I will explain about invention relating to mathematics in India. The first one, the Skulba Sutra. The oldest record of Indian mathematicians contains appendices to religious texts that give simple rules for building altars of various shapes, such as square, rectangle, and the other. This appendix also provides a method for creating a circle by giving it a square of equal area, and contains an initial verbal explanation of the Pythagorean theorem. The second one is the Siddhanta Surya. Note that they introduced the trigonometric function of sine, cos, and inverse sine and laid down the rules for determining the actual motion of the position of celestial bodies. Number 3, Bakhshali manuscript. The Bakhshali manuscript is the earliest manuscript found hundreds of years ago. The Bakhshali manuscript is a manual of rules and illustrate example and their solution, mainly about arithmetic and algebra as well as some geometry and measurement. The text provided a lot of rule statements followed by the mathematical example and the signs and the proofs. Okay, I think that's all I can explain in this video. If I have something mistake with my pronunciation, please apologize me. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.